Welcome to another installment of 5 questions about the Utah Utes featuring Dirk Facer. Dirk, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good to be with you.
Well, let's recap. The Utes are now number 20 and number 23 in the polls following a bye week. They return to the field Thursday to take on Oregon State. Now, Dirk, the Utes have yet another quarterback with another style this week in Sean Mannion in Oregon State. How are the Utes planning to attack the Beavers' offense?
Well, obviously the Utes lead the country in sacks, so they're going to try to apply a lot of pressure. Sean Mannion doesn't have the weapons that he did a year ago with Brandon Cooks of the New Orleans Saints and guys like that he could throw the ball to and break their heart in overtime. So I think you're going to see extensive pass rush and just a lot of pressure applied. And Utah's hope that they can pick him off a few times. He had 0 picks last year, and that was a big difference in the game. In a close game, turnovers are a big deal.
The Utes had a few injuries heading into the mini bye week. What is the status of such guys as Tevin Carter?
Tevin Carter, that's a mystery. You ask Coach Witt every week, and you get the same answer. They're hoping he plays this week, and that was the optimism he shared at practice earlier this week, is that there's just optimism that he would be able to play. You hear rumors otherwise, but if you want official word from Coach Witt, it's that they're hopeful he'll play.
We learned that Jacoby Hale began practicing again last week. What can Ute fans expect to see, or when can Ute fans expect to see Hale back on the field?
Well, talking to Coach Witt at practice this week, he said Jacoby Hale's making great progress. He said if he does not play this week against Oregon State, it looks like he will for sure be on the field against USC the next week.
That's a huge boost for the defense. Now let's talk about the offense. We saw Tim Patrick and Kenneth Scott listed as co-starters on the latest depth chart. Why would Utah make this move?
Don't believe everything you read on the depth chart. A lot of that's motivational stuff that they use for the players. Kenneth Scott's leading receiver on the team this year in terms of total receptions. It's not even close. And, he had a disappointing outing against UCLA, didn't do as well as hoped. But Kenneth Scott's still the man, and I think it's more of a motivational thing. I don't think you can read too much into it.
So now the million-dollar question, who starts at quarterback for the Utes this Thursday?
It's a very good question. Rainy weather's expected. Oregon State's weakness defensively is defending the run, so all the evidence seems to point toward Kendall Thompson. Obviously, there's a reason Utah's not telling the public. It's a lot of gamesmanship. Travis Wilson had a great, one of his best performances against the Beavers last year. He did well passing and running. However, all the evidence looks like Kendall Thompson. So kind of have to lean in that direction, although I wouldn't bet on either one right now because there's a lot of gamesmanship going on.
Well, that concludes another edition of 5 Questions about the Utah Utes. Dirk, as always, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.